Good morning. Welcome to another edition of my 5D Secret Garden, where not only is it my garden, but it's your garden too, brother. So let's get started here. Let's see what's going on. I hear there's some people that are righting wrongs here. I understand. I'm being told that there's some Avengers out there that are looking to you know avenge you. So see what happens. Let's see what happens. See where that goes. See if these people get the courage to do the right thing. Because all they have to do is, get rid of these fucking Emperor Reverse people, these Queen of Wands and Reverse characters. Say, look, I don't want to be around these people no more. And that's the end of it. But, some people are scared. Some people get scared easily. So, let's see what's going on here. So, Three of Cups. So there's going to be a celebration, okay? There's going to be some friendship, some collaborating. There's going to be some creative community. It's just a lot of happiness going on, okay? So got a lot of people dancing here, putting our chalices up. Yeah, woo, baby. So yeah, that's what you got to look forward to. So because brother, these illusions are shattered. They are no more. Ain't nobody going to say nothing about you. Because they can't say nothing about you. They can try, but they're only going to embarrass themselves. And anything they project onto you is coming back to them 100%. So they want to take that chance, be my guest. Be my guest. Be my guest. So it is what it is. You just let them go. Let them be. Clear your energy. Cleanse yourself out. Do what you got to do. And then, tell them to go fuck themselves. That's the way I look at it. Because Knight of Wands, because brother, you got the energy over here. Your energy is so beautiful. You understand? You have the nicest, the most just well-rounded, balanced energy. You're just passionate, inspired. You're on an adventure here. You're coming off fearless. So just know that is very attractive, and people see you and they're like, wow. That one, they must be too good to be true. But then when they find out that you are true, that is when they know, wow, they're just too good. So there you go. And that is why the Wheel of Fortune is on your side, brother, because you solved the puzzle. You said, Pat, I can solve the puzzle here, okay? And what happened? You did it. You won. You won the grand prize, okay? You are being celebrated with this Three of Cups, all right? Your energy is being celebrated, Knight of Wands. You are being celebrated. So, there you go. Now you know. And knowing's half the battle. So we got a Three of Swords here. So that's unfortunate because obviously somebody must be heartbroken here. There must be some suffering, some grief, some emotional pain, some sorrow. Perhaps someone got divorced. Who knows? You know what I mean? There might be a little depression going on. So, we understand. We know how this feels. We know exactly how this feels. Okay? And this was projected onto us by someone. Okay? So now that people have to feel that. Okay? They have to feel what they wanted us to feel. You wanted us to feel heartbreak? Now you have to feel heartbreak, karmic energy. That's the way you got to look at it. Never ever feel like you have to do anything back to these people because it will all come back. Everything they did will come back, and you just sit there sitting pretty. That's all you got to do is sit there and look pretty. That is your job, okay, DF? Your job is to sit there and look pretty. And nobody does it better than you. So there you go, and that's why these people are heartbroken. That's why they're having an Eight of Cups. That's why people are walking away from them. That's why people are viewing them as a disappointment. That's why they are heartbroken. Three of Swords. So that's why they're heartbroken. At least we know that part. And plus that you're people are celebrating you. There's a Three of Cups over here. Nine of Pentacles. So the fruits of your labor are starting to show. Like I stated before, your garden is starting to bloom. That secret garden you got in the 5D, people are starting to see a little tomato there now. They say, oh, look, it's a little tomato. Look, there's something coming at us. Wow, look, a little plum coming off that tree over there. So just know things are happening, brother. You're headed to where you got to go. Because Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, You have multiple priorities. You are managing your time correctly, and you are adapting to everything that comes your way. And you're very, very balanced because you're making balanced decisions. So, and it shows. So, it is what it is. So we got the Hanged Man here, okay? So that's for whoever that takes the time right now, whoever is going against the DF, whoever is going against you, the viewer, whoever's going against me or anybody. This is your time to take your time, pause, take a look at the situation, see where it is, locate, see how this person's fearless in Knight of Wands energy, okay? And say, I don't think that we're going to be able to defeat this person, okay? Because we're already heartbroken with the Three of Swords. We're also being viewed as a disappointment, Eight of Cups. And we see that the DF is not in the Nine of Pentacles energy, receiving the fruits of their labor. So maybe it's time we take a look at what we're doing here. And, you know, if we really don't want to ruin our lives any farther, maybe we should stop, okay? So that's what my suggestion is to the karmic energy. Why don't you get in the Hanged Man for a bit? Take some time, pause, take a look, see what you got dealing with yourself. Two of Wands, because, brother, we are planning, we are making progress, we are moving along, and we are moving along fast, okay? So there is not anything that you're going to do to stop us, okay? Maybe before you might have slowed us down, but now we just run you right over now. You ain't even slowing us down. You're just getting ran the fuck over. And if you don't believe it, then get in the way. I dare you to. Get in the way. And we'll see what happens. Okay? We'll see if you could slow us down. We'll see if you could tackle us. Or if you get Marshawn lynched. Fucking stiff arm your bitch ass all the way to the fucking next week. Okay? So trust me. You don't want none of this. And that's why you gotta get in your hangman and pause. Take a pause here, brother. It's time for you to take a pause, because you ain't stepping to us. You ain't even got the balls to come against us. So we don't want to hear that. The Seven of Swords in reverse, like I stated, it's time for you to come clean. That was my suggestion with this hangman. Okay, I said, why don't you pause? Why don't you surrender? Seven of Swords reverse. Take some time. You know, do the right thing. Come clean. Okay, you know, get rid of this deception, these secrets, because, you know, we uncover secrets here. So keeping secrets at my 5D secret garden is not a good idea, okay, because we unravel those secrets, okay, we uncover them. So don't ever feel like you could get away with that here, okay? That is on our thesis. We don't allow secrets here. So there you go, because Five of Wands, whatever competition, rivalry, conflict that you thought was going to coming against the DF, only earned you heartbreak, bro. Three of Swords. That's all you got out of this. Heartbreak. All right? Grief, suffering, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, divorce, loss, depression, loss of family, careers. All because you came up against us. All because you thought you were better than us. And now look at you. Now look at you. Now who's enjoying the tea here? Who's got the tea here now, brother? Okay, so just know it's just it's only a matter of time now. It's only a matter of time. So that's why I suggest you pause, surrender, Seven of Swords reverse, come clean, and then we'll see. Then we'll see what happens, okay? Because this conflict is not going to end well for you. Okay, karmic energy? Just so you know. I'm just letting you know. I'm just giving you the warning. I mean, I've been warning you for a long time now. Yeah, maybe now you may heed to those warnings. Now you see what we are capable of now, brother. Because I see an Emperor on the bottom of the deck there. But we'll talk about them after I pull this card. So, this Queen of Cups right here, who's you, knows that their Emperor is going to be right there under the bottom of the deck because they already seen it. So this Queen of Cups is and will be supported by an Emperor and has been supported by an Emperor the entire time because people like the way this Queen of Cups makes them feel. People, like, they say, oh, well, that don't matter, love don't matter. Guess what? Love's the only thing that matters, okay? And that's what people see now. They're like, wow, that's what feels good. Not this scamming, not this bullshit, not this, running around betraying people. This is only bringing us heartbreak. It's only bringing us a Three of Swords here, okay? We see this Queen of Cups, getting the fruits of their labor with the Nine of Pentacles. There's a celebration, Three of Cups around them. And they're in Knight of Wands energy. They're passionate. They're, inspired. People are really, really, inspired by this Queen of Cups because of what they did, what they've been through. This person, all they wanted to do was be a love, unconditionally love people, and they were berated for it. They were made fun of. They were kicked. They were, thrown in the sand. It was like they were building a sandcastle, and somebody kicked them in the back and pushed them right in and laughed. And you know what I mean? It was like this person was being bullied, but still didn't fight back and just felt, you know what, I'm going to continue to love. I'm not going to be bitter, because we know the Emperor was there, okay? We always knew this, all right? We always had our Emperor. It just had to be done this way because it had to be shown exactly. Just because this Emperor knew how special we were, didn't mean that this Queen of Cups knew how special they were. This Queen of Cups had to learn how special they were, okay? And the Emperor felt that they had to, go through some of these trials and tribulations to get there, because they knew they were always going to be okay, because they knew that if anything did go wrong, they were going to come save them. But they knew they didn't have to save this Queen of Cups. They wanted this Queen of Cups to become an Empress and a High Priestess. They said, I want this person to be everything that they can be. I know their potential. I know what they could do. I feel that it's great they're a Queen of Cups, but I also feel that they could be all Queens of the deck plus a High Priestess. And that is what this Emperor wanted, okay? And this Emperor was good. That was right for them to feel that way, because they wanted somebody that was on their level, okay? This is still excellent, but on an intellectual business level, this may not be what that person was looking for, but this person knew that person could be this way. So this is their default, but they could go Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, you know what I mean? Queen of Pentacles, they could get anything they want. They could even get into King energy, okay? So this person knows how to get into energy. This person knows energy. And it's all because of this Emperor, letting them learn, not letting them, not coming to save them right away. So now we know. Okay, so Two of Swords. So there'll be difficult decisions coming along. We'll be weighing our options. There may be some avoidance, some deadlock, but at the end of the day, everybody knows the Queen of Cups. This is where the power lies, brother. People know that the love is where the power lies, because the only thing that's real in life is love, okay? That's a fact. Everything else is an illusion. Look it up, okay? Because whatever decisions, we will always know the right one, because we're a High Priestess. That's why, okay? And these people, end result for them coming up against us, if they don't come clean or do the right thing, it's going to be a Three of Swords. So, and they're going to be in this Five of Pentacles energy, brother. If they don't come clean, pause, surrender, and do the right thing, this is where they're headed, okay? Because this Queen of Cups is already getting their Nine of Pentacles here. There's going to be a Three of Cups celebration. Knight of Wands, this person's passionate. There's energy. The energy's electric. It's electric around this Queen of Cups, okay? Because whatever decisions need to be, they're always are going to be made right, okay? Because we had the Emperor here supporting us. People are going to have to take time, pause, surrender, come clean, Seven of Swords in reverse. Unless they want this, Three of Swords. They can have the heartbreak. They're entitled to whatever they want. So get one more card and then we'll go from there. Okay, so like I stated, end result, brother, you being the Queen of Pentacles. You were a Queen of Cups. Now you are being viewed as the ideal spouse. So you're not just being looked at as a pretty face who knows how to love. You're being looked at as the ideal spouse. The one that everybody knows is what they want, okay? And it's all because of these people attacking this Queen of Cups, hurting him, but putting them on display, allowing them to show just how much of a Queen of Pentacles they really are by being a Queen of Swords and also being, Queen of Wands when they needed to be. Okay? And that's why they're being seen by this emperor. This is why this emperor wanted everybody else to see it. Everybody, they knew, they said, I want everybody to see this person. I want this person publicly recognized, they said. Six of Wands, they want this person publicly recognized. And now they will be, this Queen of Cups. Okay? Because there's a Six of Cups here. They are being unconditionally loved. People love this person because of how they handle things so gracefully. They are just very, very well-rounded, and they just have just the right amount of masculine and feminine energy in them that it's almost, you know, it's to the point where nobody can deny it anymore. So just know the unconditional love lies here, right here at my 5D Secret Garden. Six of Cups, baby. So let's get some astrologicals. Gemini here, so you could be a Gemini. This could, you know, relate to Uranus and Gemini. This could be you know, Venus and Gemini. There's a, you know, a lot of Gemini going on here. So just know Gemini is very important in this situation, okay? It's very important for the DF because Saturn is here and there's karma here. So whoever came up against this DF, karma is coming for you. Do not worry about it. But you do control how bad it gets by how you handle what comes next and how you respond will determine how bad your karma be. Remember, life is 10% about what happens to you and 90% about how you respond to it. Keep that in mind. Because, brother, you are on fire. There could be a fire sign involved. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, people know that you are where the heat is, brother. If they can't stand the heat, if they can't stand the heat, then they're going to have to get out of the kitchen when they're around you, okay? So that is just what it's going to be. You are the bee's knees, brother, and everybody knows it. And the Scorpio that came up against you, the Scorpio that came up against Cancer, that felt like they were the supreme water sign, now sees that Cancer is the undefeated king of the ring, brother. We are the money in the bank holder. We are the one with the good karma in the bank, okay? We are the undisputed, universal, heavyweight champion of spiritual warfare, and that is the Cancer, the hermit crab, brother. We have all the qualities to do that, and we cannot be beaten, okay? We cannot be stopped, especially not by no Scorpio, and especially not when that Cancer has a 4-house stellium in the 8th house, brother, with Jupiter and Scorpio. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it. There's nothing you're gonna be able to do, Scorpio, because whatever Virgo you listen to or got involved with this, they're also going to go down with you. So you and that Scorpio, we know that you are the, you know, that Queen of Wands in reverse energy. We know what you are, okay? And just because you hate yourself doesn't mean you have to hate our energy. Because remember, you are the sun. Everything revolves around you. You are the generator. Everybody knows that you are the show stealer. You are the show stopper. Everything. Everybody's here to see you. You are the show. It's the truth. And the cards don't lie. Your destiny is intertwined with the stars. As I'm a big believer in astrology and all this, I just was talking about that. So yeah, there you go. So whoever tried to take your destiny or felt that your destiny was going to be easily, that you were an easy target, brother, they were so wrong, okay? They should have looked better into the, you know, the fine print, because your destiny is intertwined in the stars and ain't nobody gonna take it from you. Nobody. So have a good day.